Hello everyone, welcome to Relish the Ryker with myself, Wendy, Tom. Baxter's wandering around here somewhere. He's always has to be in on everything. Just a few little things that I wanted to tell you that because, and I forgot to do it on the last vlog, well, really only one thing. I want to set the record straight. When we were travelling back, because we didn't get all of the videos to you because of the camera problems, one thing that happened in Queensland is that I was doing 90 the whole way down because I thought I was speed limited to 90, and I am in New South Wales, but I did find out that when we were staying at Turkey Beach with friends, for some reason or other, we got onto the whole conversation, looked it up, and I was actually allowed to do 100 in Queensland. So all of that time going all the way up to Herberton, up 2,000 k's up, and gosh, most of the way back, I was speed limiting myself to 90, and when Tom found out that I was allowed to do 100, because he said, I'm happy with 90, I'm happy with 90. And then coming out of Turkey Beach, what's Tom doing? Flying along at 100. So he wasn't happy at 90 for too long. But anyway, yes, on your P plates in Queensland, you can do 100, which is a really sensible idea. But anyway, in New South Wales, speed limited, so until September the 20th, I will still be doing 90. It's an absolutely beautiful day here today, not like last week and the weekend. It's a lot warmer, middle of winter, and we have about 23 degrees Celsius. Absolutely wonderful, and we really should be riding, but I have my line dancing class. Yes, I'm not a boot scooter, but I do line dance. That's not funny, Tom. I do line dance, and we women have a lot of fun in our class.
It's just a reason to get together and gossip.
It's not. We do actually line dance.
I don't think they do. And
if it was boot scooting, I probably wouldn't do it, but a lot of it's quite good music. So I was only thinking today, because I'd like to thank a person from Norway and from Germany for commenting. That was really, really good and giving me some information. So I was only thinking that made me want to go for another ride, and today would have been ideal, but anyway, I'm line dancing. When it's really, really nice again, I think we'll take you to Yamba Beach. Now, we have gone down that way, but we haven't actually gone to Yamba Beach and Angourie Beach, which they're very, very close to each other. And I'd like to do that because Yamba's a very, very popular spot. Now, Tom has had a, pardon?
The exciting news?
Now, yes, Tom's been doing a little bit of work on Rebel.
I'll have footage of that too.
He'll have footage of that too. It's all that mechanical style stuff that I just say, you go for it, Tom, and I just go inside and do other things.
Line dance.
It's not necessary, Tom. Not necessary to make comments. Anyway, we have told you that we have exciting news, and it's very, very exciting for me. So let's introduce our exciting news. Let's introduce my exciting news. My exciting news is what you're about to see.
Can anyone guess?
Can anyone guess? Well, we don't know if they can guess or not, and I think they can. So let's, without any further ado, pan on back and yay! I want to talk to you about this. This is Rebel number 2, Rebel Yell. Now, as you all know, I used to talk about when I upgrade to a 900, and I was thinking it would be quite a way away. Anyway, it came to me that the 2024 models, which are still yet to come into Australia, I believe, they were just going to be way too expensive. The 2023 models were too expensive.
They were about 25,000 Australian.
I can't remember. I just know that we didn't, being self-funded retirees, it was just something that I didn't want to risk. Anyway, we happened to see some 2022 brand new models still, I know it's 2 years later, but still lurking around. I looked at some second-hand ones, but we happened to see some brand new ones, and I thought, well, they're not going to be around for much longer unless I do find a good second-hand one, which is not easy when you live in the country that no one else has Rykers around. So some dealers, not many, had some brand new 2022 ones, and Tom did a little bit of squeezing down on price, and we jumped in, and that's the only reason, because I might be 2 years behind, but I don't care.
They're no different.
No, well, I don't think they're any different. I don't really care. So Rebel 1, the darling that it is going to be on the market in September, or before September actually. I need to keep riding though, so I'm not putting it on the market just yet. I'm not allowed to ride this one as yet while I'm on provisionals. So my new Rebel is Tom said it's got teardrops. Well, don't make me feel sad. Will be going up for sale, and it will be sad actually, because that was my introduction to riding. She was my introduction to riding, or he, whatever you want to call it. But because Tom and I do a lot of riding, the 600, even though it's done it, it's probably best to have a 900, especially when Tom drags me off-road, which he does, and I don't want to do that to the 600 all the time. So, folks, I always said though that I didn't like the white wheels. I had always said that, but I'd resigned myself to having the white wheels because I just don't want to pay the big prices. And then when we went to pick it up in Queensland, lo and behold, they had these beautiful white panels, and they're pearly. And I wasn't expecting that. They said, because I was going to get another yellow one, and I was so thankful that they had the white ones. They were putting them on. They did charge extra for them, an extra 200 I think I paid. They did charge extra for them, but then I realised that they match in with the wheels beautifully. So, and the handlebars. And down here, is it the shock absorbers white?
Yes.
Yeah. So they match in so well that I've grown to like them. And it's exciting for me, and I really don't want to wait until September, but I have to. September 20 is when I'm legally allowed out. We haven't registered it as yet. We brought it back from Maroochydore in Queensland on a trailer. That was an experience. The trailer company was shocking. And it hasn't been out of our garage except to just come up to this little bit of property here. Maybe I took it around the block, but don't tell anyone. So this is she, and that's the exciting news. And I hope that we can take it on many a journey and show you lots of new places, and I'm so looking forward to riding it. So we'll go through a few of the differences that you all no doubt probably know if you're a Ryker rider, but for those that are considering, let's have a look. Okay, because I'm not technical, Tom will probably explain a lot of the differences, but for me, Tom, please approach. Like that, approach. The seat, they call that a comfort seat, but at the moment, this seat, except if you're in North Queensland, this seat has been fine for me. This seat is very, very comfortable on the 600. And when I sit on that one, I really don't notice much difference. I may do over a long journey, who knows?
It looks like leather.
I don't think.
It's higher as well. Tell them it's higher.
It's higher. I did notice on my little trial around the block and up and down.
But you didn't do.
No, that I didn't do. That it is higher. It really felt quite different. And of course we knew that was higher. The whole reason I wanted to get one is because of the clearance at the front for when Tom and I are off-road. So it has, how much more clearance? I can't remember. Inch. And it has this little, what do you call this thing?
Well, that's a bull bar.
And it's got, that's when I hit the wombats and kangaroos, folks.
In Australia, we need bull bars, ladies and gentlemen.
That's for when I clean up the wildlife, which, by the way, I don't do. So that was one big thing for me. And the other really exciting thing for me is this little button right here, which they put on when it comes into the country, but they did put it on the wrong side, so Tom fixed it, is the cruise control. Very exciting. I don't use cruise control on a car. Tom does, I don't, but I will be using it on this.
Now, pedals.
Foot pegs.
Foot pegs.
Foot pegs are very big, very wide. There's a big comparison there. These guards here, is that what you call them?
Yeah, hand guards.
Hand guards.
Do nothing really. They're just there for show.
Well, you know what? They might stop my knuckles, even though I wear gloves, from getting a stone on them. Like when it hits, the impact, they might stop it.
Tell them about the mud guard. Or
Yeah.
lack of it.
Well, we do have a bit of a lack of a mud guard. Even when I came here today, I did a little bit of a turn, a bit of a spin, because it's a bit damp. And have a look around here. And when we first brought it back, Tom had it all nice and clean, and then I took it down the driveway and came back and it was absolutely covered. So I don't like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have seen the last video where I went to Armidale to pick up a new mudguard for Wendy's 600 because I broke it.
You haven't put it on yet, have you?
No.
No.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking about going to get another one of those to put on this because it would fit, I'm fairly certain, and it makes sense because look at the mess it makes. The suspension is adjustable on these, the rebound and damping.
Look at the lovely exhaust.
That adjustment there. It's got an Akropovich exhaust. It sounds beautiful.
It does sound nice. It has got a nice sound.
It's an Akropovich exhaust. I'm sorry, you probably couldn't hear me then. So, fully adjustable KYB suspension there. There's your reservoir to adjust. The threaded shock body, you can adjust the spring rate. So there, KYB, really awesome little bit of suspension work. But the rest of it, the suspension, arms, etc., much the same. Front disc, runs the same air filters as the 600. Now you can't open that without the ignition on.
There we go, folks. I mean, it's a good idea for security.
Just turn your key on.
It has to go more than that though,
Push the
doesn't it?
button. Push
Oh, you mean start the whole thing?
No, just push the grey button.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't open that without the ignition, and it's great. People can't steal things, but I have a habit with Little Rebel that once everything's turned off and I take my gloves and everything off, I put them in here. So now I've got to remember that if I turn everything off, I can't open it. So yes, not sure I'm keen on that. Security-wise, I am, but what else? There's probably heaps of differences that I don't even know about. It comes with its, what is it, a max mount?
Max mount.
It comes with its max mount, where this little one didn't. We had to buy that, didn't we?
Yes.
And I'll still be putting a bag on the back. I won't be putting a pillion because I really don't want a pillion anyone. One of these days I might change my mind on that. But it's also affordability. I mean, we've gone this far and I don't want to keep going much further money-wise. But yeah, look, it might be plain and boring to a lot of people, but I like white. Our car's white. I like pearly white especially. I may find a nice decal to put on here, but my beautiful little Hornet might not match in. I don't know. I've got a couple of these, you see, so I don't know. I can't think of anything else at the minute, except that I'm very excited and I still have to wait a couple of months. 3 months. Just a bit under 3 months. Which will seem like a long time because I just want to get it out and ride it, but I can't, and I will obey the rules. Anyway, it's not registered. Folks, that's about all. That's the exciting news. So we hope that in September we can go somewhere and film for the first time going somewhere. The weather will be a bit warmer then, but for now we'll be happy on Little Rebel, and we'll take you to the beach soon. We won't be swimming, but we'll be showing you around Yamba and Ngowrie in the next few weeks, I hope. Cheers for now. Yes, Baxter said goodbye. This is the property near where we live. This is not our property, but we spend a hell of a lot of time here. The people that own this property are quite elderly, and Tom helps them a lot with maintaining a lot of things and fixing things and just generally helping out. So they're only a few doors away, 2 doors away really. Thanks guys, looking forward to catching up on the next video. Take care everybody, and thank you. Please like and subscribe. That would be great. Bye now.